Guys, let's watch this video. This guy that made a video yesterday that said Jude called him for 5 hours, he's back again. He made another video. So let's listen to him. I never see the video. Let's just watch it together. Let's hear from him.
So guys, apologies for the audio coming out from this video, man. I forgot my fork and my little audio equipment I normally use, but yeah, I'm not home. So anyways, I want to react to one thing I've been seeing on social media, especially against me in those blogs. They say, Jude, don't pay me. Jude, don't pay this one rent for UK. This one already takes side. See them. You see, I want to clarify something with all of you on social media. One thing about me, and this is my mantra, I don't do heads movements. And when I say heads movements, I don't follow a bandwagon. That is not me. I think for myself. I will be very logical. I'm not irrational. I always make sure, and that's why they would always say, in every story, there are no two sides. There are so many sides depending on the subject. And then you have the truth, which is even one more side. Have I come to say Peter is lying? I've never come here to tell you guys Peter is lying. Neither have I come to tell you that Peter is saying the truth. All I'm saying is, there are so many sides to this story. And before anyone is coming to draw a conclusion, make sure you've heard from every single side. You've done your analysis. You already know this is a family problem. And no matter how much you think you know family, you will never know everything going on there. When I first made my first video and I was calling out Jude, I was calling him out because I felt like, bro, as an elder in the family, somebody who is elder to these two brothers, you need to put your family on check. I don't want to know what the issue is at this point. I don't want to know who is offended. Listen, at this point, this is family, and this is not just an ordinary family. This is a powerful family, and this thing that is called powerful was made as a result of two brothers, and then an elder brother who took them as a leader. Did he lead them the way he should have? Most probably not. Were there issues ongoing? Yes. Could there have been family? Could there have been foundational issues from when they started? Facts. But does that mean that there are no different sides to every story? Of course not. And just because, am I saying, listen, when I spoke to Jude, I didn't come to tell you that everything Jude said was true. All I came to say is he said a lot. I heard a lot, and I keep saying it.
Since he called you and you didn't want to tell us what he said, you could have just keep that conversation to yourself. You see that 5 hours call, you could have kept it to yourself. But you decide to turn your camera on. Wait till when you hear. If we hear 5%, if we hear 10%, why will you make such videos? If you just keep on to yourself, and then whenever you want to come out to talk, you just talk. Maybe you know go take side, just stay in the middle. Maybe when you see another of your video, you say, oh, I had a conversation with you, and then I don't want to. Like now, I don't get any side. See Peter and Paul, I don't get side. But I know nobody, this is my own choice. Jude no be good person. I don't care. Me, I don't take side. Except say maybe me, I can't see Jude now. Jude go can't tell me what to go make me say, oh, okay. Because change is one thing that is constant. I can change my mind. Maybe I go hear that one thing where Jude go tell me what I go say, now I get it. But for now, with what they grant, Jude no be good person. That's my own take. But you just, you costed. You coming out to make that video. You said nothing. That video is how many minutes? You literally turn your camera on and you said nothing. You said nothing. You know side Jude, you know side Peter, but in that video, you literally said nothing. Let's carry on.
No matter how much you want to use that phrase to insult me. Just the same way you guys have heard. Part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6, part 7, part 8A, part 8B. If I was to start saying everything I was told, whether it's true or it's not true, I probably would drop 3 seasons. And each season will probably have like 15 episodes each. But this thing is in court, and that's the reason why even me, listen, if this was just some kind of social issue, I probably would have come out to tell you what I was told. Whether it's true or not, that's not my business, but I will just tell you what I heard. Am I saying what Peter is doing is wrong? Probably not. Why? Because what we are seeing with Peter is he's pouring out years, decades of frustration that has built over time. He's pouring out a lot of things that he felt. And if bringing out these things means he becomes happier, then so be it. However, my question is, what's the aim? Let me say after part A and B, my brother Peter. The reason I'm saying this is only because I'm not looking at either of you. I'm not looking at Paul. I'm not looking at Jude. I'm not looking at you. I'm just looking at your family. I'm looking at your children. Children who are supposed to be cousins. Children who are supposed to be brothers. These are things these children are going to grow up into seeing. I'm not trying to say you should forgive whatever evil that they've done to you. But sometimes it's also good to also consider the future. At the end of the day, all we're speaking about here is money, money, money. Money, money, money. Even Peter betrayed Jesus. But it doesn't mean that Judas and Jesus were not able to move forward. Everything Jude called me to tell me Do I believe these are the truth? Of course not. Do I believe everything Peter is saying is the truth? Of course not. There's still one more of the brothers who we are here to hear from, and the only time we've seen him speak so far, he's ever since Peter now included the late mom, and now he's had to say something about it. People say you heard from Jude. How about you hear from Peter? I'm telling you, if Peter decides to say, Clinton, I want to talk to you about this case, wallahi, I will be happy to listen. If Paul calls me and says, Clinton, I want to reason with you regarding this case, I will say, brah, reason with me.
I know go call.
I want to know. I will be happy to listen. This is not a time to listen to one part and come to a conclusion. This is not me.
Sorry, Clinton. This is still what I'm saying. All these things, they don't need them. Even this Peter will come out for social media to clear in head. I know saying a social media era we did. But honestly, it is not necessary. May they find a way. All these people, where they call now? What can these people do for them? Nothing. 5 hours. Jude don't call this one. In here, they pay them. 3 hours. VDM don't go talk to Peter. What's be the solution? Family, they're different. Business, they're different. When it comes to family issues, you guys need to trash it out yourselves. And if you guys can't trash it out, then just keep it to yourselves, because children are involved, like he said. Family are involved, children are involved. Jude get children, Peter get children, Paul get children. For the sake of those children, make una enter house. Let's assume you came to clear your head. You have done a little bit of that. Enter house, make una find a way to resolve these things. Trust me, people don't learn 1 or 2 from these things. These videos that he has been doing for a very long time, people have learned and people are still learning from it. And families, I know, families hopefully will change from all this rubbish from what he said. But then, going to reach out, like now, he don't they talk, Peter, reach out to me, Paul, reach out to me. Me, I no go reach out. I no go tell you. Everybody get your own for family. Mona go sort to our own, Mona leave us alone. May they try, just come to a point where they can sort this thing out all by themselves. What is this thing that these 3 brothers can't come together and sort all by themselves? They give outsiders power. This time in a social media era, one day now person go consider. Oh, this, remember, I told you guys they called me for 5 hours. Okay, now it's time for me to talk about my 5 hours. Abba. Let's carry on.
Whether they are evidences or whatever. No, even with evidences. The reason why when you go to court, everybody come with their different, and then they analyze. It could take months, it could take weeks, it could take days, it could take years. But at least they are seeing a bigger picture. But everyone on social media, I understand. Everybody feels like, bruh, this guy's, and I agree, and I can't even judge you for it. They believe that this guy, bro, from everything you've been saying, from everything you've said, you've been going through a lot and whatever. But listen, there would always be different sides. And when all these sides would have tendered their different cases, it doesn't mean that all of them are right. It doesn't mean that all of them are wrong. But at least everybody will be able to see something clearer. This thing is still in court for a reason. Now they are having to now bring in a late mother. I could imagine what the mother is doing in the grave. Seeing my family. She probably shaking as she's doing all of these. God, Peter, Paul, Jude, get it for now. Let me rest in peace. This is the only area that's touching me so bad. Look at their children. You are trying to tell me now that those children will not even have a relationship with Peter's children. Why? Because of parental issues that has to do with money, trust, whatever it is. Peter, you need to cool it down, please. Because after you've tendered these issues online, let's say part B, part 8B finishes, what then happens? What then happens from there? You are giving this social... Listen, you guys don't... Nigerians, this is what they feed off from. This is what they live for. They are living to make mockery of your family problem. Today you think they are shouting and they are in support and all of this, but it's still going to come back to you eventually. Now, there are people who are saying, I cannot wait for the next episode. Why? Because your family problem is now entertainment to them. Your family problem is what they are now looking forward to listening to. And this was now giving them joy. They are enjoying it as if this is some kind of Amazon Prime series. This thing is still in court. Let's leave this family. Let them deal with it. Peter, yes, please, lay your frustration. Maybe it's bite. If it makes you feel happy, you do what you have to do. I'm not taking sides from it. I'm not saying this one, I'm for this, I'm not saying that. But listen, please also remember there's still a future. There's still a future. There's still hope.
Try.
Social media people, you guys can do better. You guys can actually do better. You guys can do better. You guys can do better. You guys can do better.
Social media people, you guys can do better. You for even live by example. Keep that 5 hours so they call you to yourselves. You still come and can't tell us. So now all of us need to do better. It's not some people. Social media, all of us need to do better. Yeah. Let's carry on. D1, carry on. Come. Let's listen to D1.
My only issue with Mr. P is that in all your story, from part 1 to part 8, part 8B, part 8C, You have not done anything wrong. That's my only cross.
Maybe no one
Even our Lord Jesus Christ,
do
when he was alive, it was recorded that he flogged people for temple. Tree will not do anything to him. He cursed the tree. So how come part 1 to part 8, you have not done anything wrong? You have not recorded your wrongdoing. You have not admitted that you did something. Is it possible? That's number 1. Number 2, to Jude Okoye. Oga, the place that you made mistake to me, now where you talk, say your brother is going down and this order of your brother is going up. That is not a good statement from an elder brother. That is where you made mistake. Now again, to Paul Okoye, that's rude boy. You have been quiet and I respect that. But you need to understand that era of keeping quiet, it don't fade. If there is anything, if there is any inconsistency or if person in life for your head, you better come outside and talk. And if you know fit talk, there are media outlets that are trustworthy that you can talk to, and they will channel your matter to the public. At least if I don't know anyone, I know D1 TV on the social media. Let's leave that. Now, again, to Mr. P, Oga, there was something that you said initially when you started all these things, and your brother debunked it. That's Jude debunked it. That thing where Jude debunk, you did not come outside to say if it was wrong or right. It can't be like say they catch you for somewhere.
No, that he didn't talk. You know, watching part B, 8B, he said he's going to come back and answer what Jude said. He's going to come back and debunk what Jude said. Oh, I think from part 1 to 8, A and B, I think he sat down and did that video, the whole thing in one sitting. All those videos now one sitting in do them, because check out now the same thing in where the same place now in sit down. So literally he took out his hours to do those videos. I felt like he did those videos in one day. Now what's what me feel? I feel like saying do those videos in one day. So the debunking, he talk and say he will come back and debunk what Jude said. So we'll see waiting for the debunking. So that's why you go figure part 9 and 10 now for him to debunk what Jude said. Let's carry on.
You go another place. This is me telling you from my experience on the media space. I don't accept very good stories. I don't accept very good fairy tale. Me and my brothers, my brother, my sister, we dey fight. I they do wrong, they do wrong. So how come in your story from part 1 from part 1 to 8, sir, you did not do anything wrong? If D1 TV enter this thing now, I hope Nigerians will not say, D1, this one now, because this story is one-sided. That's my issue. The story is one-sided. Everywhere good, my people. But I know verse, so this is the honest truth. They say when something is too good to be true, trust me, it is too good to be true. No human being is perfect. And anybody that puts himself close to perfection, that person has a lot of imperfections. Everywhere good, my people. D1 here. Shalom.
I get what he's saying, because no way, there must be something where he do we go make him brothers. No, but I'm not here to side anybody. I'm not here to say this one good, this one no good. Like I will always say, wait till make me say Jude no be better person. Now that side where he compare the two of them. If you know compare the two of them, nothing concern me. And for sister and say, make them just settle. But him comparing the two of them is just where I have problem. But then, my dear, they will be all right. They will be all right. I just said, let me share that with you guys. Let me know your own take in the comment section. And guess what? We move.